Hello, everybody. It's Thursday, which means it's time to work on my art piece again. And today it's time to do the clothes, so that'll be fun. Okay. Okay, no, except you're supposed to be on this screen, and not on my main one. Okay. Yeah, time to get started on this, which also means, again, gotta get the color palette open so I have everything. Okay, so we're gonna be starting with the jacket. Okay, that's the line, so get this up here. Yeah, it's okay to keep the shades here, like not blur the lines. I mean, because unlike with the emote, you're only gonna be seeing it from like this far away or so. Yeah, well, okay, actually no, if I post a photo, people can go in and look at it and zoom in, but oh well. Okay. So actually looking at my PNGTuber, okay, I have to remember if did I set up how the okay, yeah, I was looking at just my default character F when I figured out how I was going to have the like lapels here work. Okay, that explains it. Okay, didn't mean to do that. Didn't even know I could do that. Oh, that's a good thing. That's a good thing to learn. Okay. So now to figure out how I want to do this. So obviously we have shading up around here. And like on the shoulders. Then I guess maybe a bit below the arms where they kind of like cross in front. Or maybe not, because maybe the arms are far enough away that it's not really gonna like cast a shadow. And I'm gonna definitely have some stuff for the pants. Again, not gonna worry about the boots. But okay. Kind of hard to figure out exactly like how far I want this to go though, because I like what I'm using for reference only really has like the upper part here, and it doesn't exactly show like where it cuts off. Although, now that I remember, I might have something else I use that will at least be kind of helpful to figure out how I did it there. Okay, so yeah, I did something like that. Okay, that'll work. So maybe, yeah, a bit like that. And yeah, use jacket shade 1. So just something like this. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now I can just go like this, fill that in. Then just fill that in, and we've got that one done. Might want to go back and mess with it a bit. Yeah, go back to paintbrush. You know, eventually I think I will get the hang of this. But for now, this is good enough. And this definitely looks weird though. I mean, just like turning off the back of the hair looks weird. Okay, so now for the shoulders. I feel like I should kind of maybe about like that or so. I think I can tune down the area scaling a bit, maybe 5. That'll probably work well. And then this one is a bit more the same. Say maybe around here. Dang it, did not mean to scroll down, I wanted to zoom out. Man, okay, actually this might be a good time for me to like make a few of the changes I wanted to do. Just realized this kind of looks good. It needs to keep going like that. Okay. That's better. And then just... Ooh. Okay. This one, I think I should have kind of had it... not like that. Curve a bit like so. Now I need to figure out what to do about this part. I guess we're just kind of like shave away to like so. That looks fairly natural. And I think that makes this one, well, it makes it feel better. Like honestly, with a lot of this, I am just flying by the seat of my pants. If it works, great. If not, hopefully I can learn something from this. That's the way I've got to approach everything I'm doing here. And I should have a little bit, like, under parts where the cloth kind of folds over itself. It'll be a smaller amount. But definitely in spaces like here. And honestly, most of these smaller areas are only going to get like 2 layers of shading, not 3. Okay, I do have to say, at the very least, having the shading there does look nice. And yeah, I think I won't worry about having like shading below the arms, because I'm kind of... Okay, actually, let me just try and do this pose. So, right arm in front. Yeah, if you're doing a pose like this, you're definitely having your arms away from your body. Although you could have them... Okay, you could actually have them resting. Okay. I know what I can do. First, let's turn all of that off. Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. I can't do what I was thinking of doing. Or, well, I can. If I can... and just get the 3D model that I use as an outline. Well, that I use to help figure out the actual pose. Then I could look at it from the side and see, like, where the arms are relative to the body. Okay. I'm going through a lot of 3D models. Some that are very specific with their poses. God, I wish I didn't get rid of that. I mean, I know why I, like, deleted it from the project, because I thought I was done with it, and it was just taking up space there. Even though it wasn't doing anything, I just wanted to get rid of it. I really shouldn't have, though. Okay. Ooh, okay, I need to... There we go. So yeah, this is what I used. Oh, no, okay, okay, so no, it is right up against the body. Okay, so I am going to be putting some shading there. Alright. Well, good to know. Okay. I'll need to remember that when I'm also, like, when I'm doing shading for the shirt, because this also means that it's, like, right there as well. Yeah, okay, probably don't need that much, honestly. But okay, I think... Okay, maybe a little shading beneath the fingers here. Like, not much. Just some. I think that's good. Okay. Now onto the second jacket shade. And this one is actually just like fairly close to the first one. And honestly, it'll probably save me a lot of time if I just did this color first, then just went on a layer below it and added the lighter color as an outline to it. That probably would save me a lot of time. But oh well. I mean, hell, that's another thing that I can learn from this. Do stuff that actually makes your job easier, instead of just going through and doing stuff that actually is just making it more difficult for no reason other than you're just a bit... Like, ironically, I'm a bit too lazy to change like the way I do this, even if it would actually wind up saving me time overall. Like, even though it would definitely be a time saver, I just can't be bothered to do it. I've got no idea why my brain works the way it does with shit like that, but well, it does, and I just have to deal with it. Okay, first, and I did do all this on, yeah, okay, it is on, it's, I needed to be sure, because I have made that mistake before. Like, put a lot of effort, then realize, oh, I'm not on the right layer. Or put a lot of effort and realize, oh, I haven't even made a new layer for this. You know, I wonder if I should do anything for, like, where the sleeves are, because that is pretty much just a... Like, they're pretty much just rolled up. So some shading wouldn't be amiss. Basically. I don't know. I mean, I think I might have done something like that on another one. I'll need to go check it. Okay, so I do have a little update on the... Like, I mentioned a job application. Well, I mean, yeah, it was a job application I mentioned yesterday, but... I mentioned yesterday during the stream that I had gotten a response from one of the applications I sent in, where they would basically just like, oh, just please respond to us, tell us that, like, to let us know that you're still interested in this position. Which I did respond, telling them about that. And well, today I got some of the screening questions that, well, basically they responded. I actually got a response from them today. They sent over some screening questions to see, like, just the basic user thing of, oh, okay, just answer these and we'll use your answers to determine whether you're, like, going to be a good fit for the, like, position and stuff. I opened the screening questions and I really wasn't able to answer any of them because there were a lot of, like, asking about professional experience, which I have not had a lot of chance to have. And yeah, that's wasn't exactly the best way to, well, like, wasn't the nicest thing to get. So yeah, that opportunity's dead in the water because I've got, like, nothing I'd really be able to answer for pretty much all of those questions. So, yeah, it wasn't the get out of jail free card that I was hoping it would be. But I'm not gonna let that stop me. I'm gonna keep sending out applications and trying and trying and trying again. It's just, it's one of those things where it's just discouraging to get reminded that, like, that's to get reminded of how difficult it actually is for me to really get the job I want. Okay, I'm liking it except here. I'm thinking maybe I should honestly make it like similar how I have it here and everywhere else. Just actually have it closer to this part. And I think, yeah, I'm gonna do that. So for now, just gonna use the lasso tool here. Now, I'm not gonna have it like super. Oh, I fucked up. Okay, yeah. But I'm not gonna have it super tight to it. But I think something like this would work well. Yeah, something like that. And then same over here. Okay, yeah, that looks a lot better. gotta have it be maybe like so. Okay, I can actually kind of fine tune that part, but that actually looks pretty good. Yeah, using the lasso tool to actually kind of, like for using it to erase like this is actually just very, like, easy. So I'm, okay. Yeah, definitely helps at least get across that these are layered above each other. And then just something like that. Okay. I kind of buff it up in the corner here. Okay. And okay, yeah, I think. Okay, yeah. I was wondering, like, okay, where can I put some shading? But I'm not really like showing any of the actual like parts where it's kind of crumpled up. And I wouldn't put shading around the like edge here, because that's not exactly like a big overhang like these. Maybe I should have drawn some lines to kind of indicate that it's kind of been like folded over itself. I mean, I could still try and do that. Something kind of like this, maybe. And something similar over here. And then, yeah, I think I'd have it on this side of it. And maybe a bit on that side. Okay, I need to shrink you down a bit. Or a bit like that or so. something like that. Okay. Yeah, I'd say from like far away, you can kind of tell, okay, it's like a fold in the cloth. Well, maybe I should have made the shadow a bit, like shady, a bit bigger. Oh well. Oop. Yeah, okay, so now on to this last one, which really is only going to get used kind of like up here and not even very far in here. Honestly, I'm curious if, well, okay, some of it's definitely going to get seen. Don't know about this part. And hell, I actually don't know about the other part either, now I think about it. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens once I actually, like, turn the hair back on. Okay. And then just a tiny bit, the kind of deepest corners for this. Okay, need to. Do it like that. And then also here. I think might as well. Okay. Turn the hair back on. Okay, you can see it. Though honestly, the way it is now, I'm kind of just like not really even doing anything much with my hair. Like with using it as like having a shade for it, or like having it cast a shadow, I mean. Oh well. Although, to be fair with this, I just kind of need to change how this shade is. Which, like, wouldn't be too difficult. I'd say that's like all the shading for the jacket that I kind of wanted to do, and also all the shading that I kind of know to do, basically. Like, basically just everything I've got an idea about. Because otherwise, yeah, I don't really know much. But, I mean, I do like having it around, like, the little shoulder cape and the lapels. So I'd say that's it, the jacket. So now it's on to the shirt. Okay, yep. Now, definitely have like shading going from where the jacket is, like in contact with the shirt. And you know what, actually? I'm gonna do what I said I was gonna do before. Or what I said I probably wasn't gonna do because I'm too lazy to do something that would actually save me some time. This new layer, I'm going to start with the darker shade so I can just add another layer under it to kind of outline it with a lighter shade. So we kind of have a bit like kind of a corner like this. I'd say definitely the corners are gonna have like a bit, like they'll be a bit dark like this. And now I just draw this all the way down. And after I get this, I'm gonna need to figure out a shade color for the pants. Okay, looks like I still got some stuff on the jacket layer to kind of make sure I erase. But okay. So now that I've got the darker shade set up, go and grab the lighter shade and just kind of like just extend it a bit. And yeah, this definitely feels like it's saving. This is saving so much more time compared to what I was doing before. Like, why did I not figure this out sooner? I mean, I kind of know why I'm. Like, I am a bit lazy, and even if it would be like, even if it would make stuff easier, I find it to be a bit too much effort to change some of my patterns and habits. Not impossible, but just basically it can sometimes feel like making that change just isn't really necessary. I mean, usually it actually, well, sometimes it's not necessary and it would just be a thing that would help me. But other times, well, actually, no, if it is necessary, I will get off my ass and actually do it. It's just stuff like this that is helpful, but not necessary, that it is very hard for me to actually just get myself to, like I said, get off my ass and do it. And I mean, it's kind of the same thing as what I was talking about before, like, well, in yesterday's stream, where I have trouble actually just like doing my coding stuff, even though it would help me so much if I actually just went and did it. But I've already set up a routine that I go through that doesn't include that. So I'm a bit too lazy to change my routine to something that would benefit me because it's not necessary for me to do it. And again, hopefully I can figure out the co-working stream, and then I will get off my ass and do it, because if I've already promised you guys that I'm going to have a co-working stream where I work on my code, then it now becomes a necessity for me to actually do that, because like I'm already going to have this on my schedule, and if something doesn't happen, then I'd have to like explain it, and that's just kind of feels a bit mortifying as well. So yeah, just an entire thing. But okay, that's the shading for the shirt. Honestly, I think I did pretty well. It at least helps, it kind of defines the border between the jacket and the shirt, so I do like it. And now trying to figure out a shade for the pants. I can't really go much darker than what it is right now. So that is an issue in this. Actually, instead, instead of just trying to just go normally darker with the same, like if I make this go more bluish instead of the variant of green it is, maybe that'll stick out more. I mean, you can kind of see it. I mean, I guess this is just what's gonna happen when you have a like dark base color and you try and shade it. And actually, that reminds me. Or okay. Okay. Yeah, so I was just taking a look at a little color picking guide I found on Twitter. And I mean, it pretty much just like pretty much just going with the same thing that I was already doing. You like want to move this like down and to the left and like move this towards a darker color. But again, as we've seen, yeah. Okay, actually that does kind of stick out better. And okay, you know what? I'll go with this. After all, I can't really get it much more down to the left. It's already pretty black. And I can just move it a bit closer to get a second, like kind of lighter one like I have up here. So yeah, let's just go with this. Why not? Again, like I said, I'm gonna be finding out some stuff while doing this. So if it doesn't work, then that's a lesson I can learn. Yeah. Okay. Okay, weird. And I'm just doing this so I can actually see the color. Because like it is visible against the like normal pant color, but it's kind of hard to see. You know, it might not actually hurt me to like look up how to do shadows on already dark colors. It's like that would definitely help here. Oh, yeah, another thing that... Okay, actually, I don't know if I ever mentioned... okay, scratch the another thing. But this was something I was, like, while I was at work, and again, just kind of had the usual of nothing's really happening, so I'm just going to just like have random thoughts. Maybe get a bit closer might work better. Okay, that's fairly good. But yeah. So like I was saying, random thoughts at work, because I've got nothing better to do than just think while I paint laptops. And I was thinking about Dragon Quest XI. Which, like, it's been like a while since I played that. I think maybe about over 7 years. And when I played it, I did pretty much do most everything in like main story and stuff, and quite a bit of the side, like kind of bonus stuff. But yeah, I was thinking I probably had like 100% of it. And I checked when I got back home today and found out that, yeah, I hadn't. I gotten pretty close, but there was still some stuff I hadn't done. And I had also just been thinking in general of the story and like how I really like just all the, like the way it does, the story beats it has, and just everything in it. And I just pretty much got to thinking like, okay, I kind of want to stream this and like show you guys it. And actually just like stream it and go through and like get everything, like do a good 100% run of it, which, well, that'll probably take some time because, like I said, in the file that I had, like, when I was last playing, which again, okay, actually I don't even know if I mentioned, but I mean, I found out when I booted up that the last time I played the game was like 7 years ago in 2019. Specifically around Christmas, or, well, specifically in December of 2019. That's when I, like, finished most of it, or at least got far enough that I decided to take a little break from it. But yeah, in that one I spent about 158 hours in it. And I still hadn't gotten everything. I'd gotten most of the stuff, but there was still stuff I was missing, because thankfully it has a little list of like a little catalog of here's all the monsters, here's all the items you can get, and all that kind of stuff. And so honestly, when I saw that and I actually checked everything, I was like, oh, okay, actually, I mean, it's not like it would be easy to do, but I have something that actually like keeps track of everything, which would be nice. And so yeah, I basically am getting it as a potential, like a potential stream idea. Not an immediate one. Wait a minute. Oh wow, that entire thing is Okay, then I might want to try something else. Oh. Okay. Let's try. No, I mean, you can kind of see it. I guess it's just what's going to happen when you have again, already a dark base color. Yeah, again, I'm just kind of adding just like a little bit to kind of shows a bit of a, like, how the shirt's kind of overhanging this. Just like a little like this. Yes, Penny, I see you. Come on. And anyway, back to the potential Dragon Quest 11 100% streams. I definitely like to do them. Yeah, of course, it's definitely gonna have to come after I definitely have to come after I play through Mega Man Star Force. Because I don't want to put that off, any longer than I have to. But, okay, I think... I'd say this is pretty much done. So we just add in everything else. Okay, I'd say that's done. And you know what? I'm happy with it. Definitely, there are parts where it could have been better, but, I mean, for it to be better, I have to be better, and I'd say for where I am right now with my skills and such, I think it's pretty good. Definitely a bit overambitious for this piece, I will admit that. Because, oh, actually, because I can show you, the pieces I was, kind of wanting to, this was what I kind of wanted to, make a fan art referencing this. Because honestly, this is a cool image from, from Mega Man Star Force 1. I like it. It's a cool thing. like showed up on the Nintendo DS as part of kind of like the basically the startup startup screen animation stuff that most of the time you just like kind of mash through with the A or B button. And it's just a cool like image and composition. Like a city street at night, stars in the sky, a shooting star coming by, and just these light, like these little bridges of light just connecting to so many places. Like, I saw it and I was just like, okay, I want to make something kind of referencing this. And of course, a lot of this stuff. Yes, hello, Penny. Are you interested in my breath? Okay. I'll give you some kisses, but only on the head. Alright, sweetie? You only get forehead kisses. But anyway. Like, this was why I wanted to have this be like a cityscape at night. Of course, again, like, this had a lot of stuff that I was not prepared to actually try and replicate. Because, first of all, the perspective is, like, it's not head-on like I ended up drawing. It's, like, looking up. Not too far up, because, like, pretty much the top of Geo's body isn't, like, too smaller than the kind of how like the bottom half is. But again, you can tell the perspective of this, you're looking up. And you just have the cityscape looming above you. Yeah, it's something I really like, and also something I was not prepared to try to emulate. Now we can close you guys out and you. And then, of course, there was this one, which I used to just... This one I wasn't really trying to... Well, this one I wasn't trying to kind of reference initially. It was only after I, like, figured out that, oh, it would be a lot cooler if I had Cyrus on the wave road. Then I just kind of looked at this to see, like, okay, so how do they set up their wave roads? And, like, figure out a nice color palette for it, and that also was where I figured, like, oh, I should have a little aura around Cyrus. But yeah, I'd say this is done. So Cyrus. Let me just save a duplicate of this so I can post it, and yeah. So thinking about it, I finished up two of my big reasons to my big current reasons to stream art, like one after the other, so that's a bit funny. I'm not going to be replacing these with like a co-working stream though, because I still want my Thursday streams to be working on a project. And I'm pretty sure I did mention it before, but I do have like an idea for something to work on next. It's not going to be like a big thing like this. Honestly, it's pretty much just going to be a character drawing. Not going to worry about the background or anything. Like, I'm just going to be drawing, well, basically kind of be drawing Cyrus with a kind of like waveform, like we have Mega Man in here, which pretty much means I'm not going to have to worry about any of my actual clothes. I'm just going to have to actually figure out like what I want this form to look like for him. So think about, I'll be doing, first I'll actually be just kind of like trying to reference out like, okay, how do I want it to look? And then after I actually get a nice reference I can like refer back to whenever I need to, then I can actually start drawing the character piece. And, well, I mean, I can't say it's going to be easier than this. It's going to have, like, different challenges. But at the very least, like, I mean, how you see here, it is basically a skin-tight suit for the most part. You just get, like, little pauldrons, gauntlets, greaves, and a helmet. Stuff like that. Which honestly could be, like, figuring out designs actually could be pretty fun. Like, I've already got a general idea. I just need to actually kind of like get that on, like, I wouldn't say, well, get it on paper, basically. Digital paper in this case. But honestly, I'd say, yeah, I'd say the stream's done for now. Because, I mean, I could try and start working on that little reference sheet, but it's only about, like, 15 minutes till, like, end of stream for today, so not gonna worry about it. We can start working on it next week. So, let's go end the stream. And like, is there anyone I really want to raid into? I mean, there are a few people online right now, but okay, you know what? We're gonna raid into Astaria. Looks like she's gonna be, well, right now she's talking with, like, well, I mean, in her own words, she's cozy yapping. But, yeah, she's just, like, talking to Chara, and I think she's gonna do a farming game after she gets done talking, so who knows. But, yeah. So, we're going to raid into Astaria. And so, tomorrow's stream is going to be, well, starting Mega Man 03. And that's going to be fun. Yeah, I'm also, like, I'm probably going to be retrying the first stage a bit, like a few times, to get a good A rank score. Because again, there are EX skills I have to maintain A rank to actually get, and I want to get all of them. So yeah, that's going to be fun. And honestly, I'd say, story-wise, 3 is where shit really starts hitting the fan, and it is very fun. I'm definitely gonna get a bit frustrated with it, but it's gonna be fun. So yeah, that's gonna be happening tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. EST like usual. Alright. So, whether you lurked, whether you chatted, thank you for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. And I hope you all have a wonderful morning, noon, afternoon, evening, day, night, wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever time zone you're in. I hope you have a wonderful time of it, and I hope I'll see you again tomorrow. Let's raid. And for the YouTube side of things, I'll be ending the stream here, so I hope to see you guys tomorrow as well. Goodbye.